From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Todd with today's Voice Briefing. It's Monday, May 13th, 2024.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press. Ford Motor Company is seeing an increase in orders for the Mustang GT with a high-performance V8 engine. These orders are coming in from police agencies around the country who say they absolutely need to replenish their fleets with muscle cars in order to reach lawbreakers and speeders on the interstate who may exceed 100 miles per hour. This vehicle goes 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds and reaches a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Until now, police agencies have purchased the Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger, and Chevy Camaro. Those are no longer being built new with the V8 engine, and Ford is picking up that market share. Go to freep.com to learn more.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm audio producer Robin Chan, and this story comes from personal finance columnist Susan Tompor. Laura Dewey buys tickets now and then to the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. She's not into rock music, she says, so she couldn't imagine buying concert tickets to Maxwell. She's never heard of Maxwell, who actually isn't a rock star, but a Grammy-winning R&B artist who emerged on the burgeoning neo-soul scene in the 90s. She's never been to or had plans to go to Alabama either, which was one stop last fall on Maxwell's night, the Trilogy Tour. Yet Dewey holds a computer printout detailing how her credit card number was used to buy 8 tickets for the Maxwell concert on October 7th at the Orion Amphitheater in Huntsville, Alabama. Total cost with fees, $1,379.60. Her credit union insists that she's on the hook for the purchase. Right about here, the solution seems simple. Alert the credit card issuer and tap into that well-marketed fraud protection. Except, nothing about this story is simple. The tickets, the cost, how the tickets were shipped. It sure looks like credit card fraud, but the paper trail is being used against her to show that she was emailed the tickets. The purchase went through, so she must have bought 8 tickets to a concert in Alabama. Laura Dewey's story illustrates how fighting an unauthorized charge or disputing a purchase can unravel into a you said, he said situation. More frequently, many retailers and e-commerce platforms say they need to protect themselves from consumers who cheat businesses by filing phony disputes with credit card issuers. For more on this story, you can search on freep.com for Susan Tompor's column, Grosse Pointe Woods Woman, Michigan First Credit Union says concert tickets not fraud.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department. And man, what in the world did the Detroit Pistons do to piss off the NBA lottery gods? For the third straight year, the Pistons had the highest possible odds, 14%, of landing the first overall pick. And for the third straight year in that situation, they fell to the lowest possible spot they could, number 5 overall. If the Pistons hold on to their pick and don't trade it, they'll be the first team in NBA history to pick at number 5 for 3 years in a row. Now, the Pistons also had the best odds of winning the draft lottery in 2021, so technically that's 4 years in a row they've had a 14% chance. But in that case, things actually went their way. They landed the first pick and drafted Cade Cunningham, arguably the one sure thing this organization has right now. Here's the thing. The NBA lottery is literally in place so that bad teams can't simply be bad and expect good things to happen. And after finishing with the worst record in the league each of the last 2 years, including a record-breaking 28-game losing streak this year, the Pistons have arguably been, well, bad. The Houston Rockets, for example, were bottom dwellers like the Pistons for the last few years, sitting right beside the Pistons in the lottery. Then last offseason, they made 2 big free agent signings while the Pistons kicked the can down the road. The Rockets finished with 27 more wins than the Pistons did this year, and still have a higher pick thanks to the ping pong balls. Chalk it up to math, karma, development, or anything else in the long list of possibilities. But one thing is for certain, what Detroit has been doing isn't working, and that's why they're looking to make a change in the front office by hiring a new president of basketball operations. If you're looking for a silver lining, here it is. This draft is considered one of, if not the weakest classes in recent history. There is no Victor Wembanyama. There is no LeBron James. There really isn't even a Cade Cunningham type. So while the Pistons were certainly hampered by the drop Sunday, it doesn't mean they can't still get a great player, and possibly even the best player in the class, depending on how things break. But still, for the last decade plus, it's felt like the Pistons haven't been able to catch a break. Fans are frustrated, ownership is frustrated, current players are frustrated, and Sunday felt like just more of the same.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.